2, 3, go.
Hi, I'm Malia Rains, and people are always asking me, what are your top 3 favorite foods, or your top 3 cars, or your top 3 movies, which for the cars we all know is a Lexus. So today, to resolve some of these questions, I am going to talk about how my favorite movie is You've Got Mail, my favorite band is The Killers, and lastly, my favorite food is a cheeseburger. So to roll film into the next point, we are going to talk about how You've Got Mail is my favorite movie. So in this movie, it stars Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, and it is set in New York. It came about in the early 90s, late 80s, so it's kind of in that 80s type of feel. And it's a Nora Ephron production. And in this, Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks are emailing each other, and when they meet in real life, they automatically hate each other. But towards the end, after the plot unfolds and they start to get to know each other, they fall in love in New York. And I'm always a sucker for the 80s rom-coms, so Sleepless in Seattle, When Harry Met Sally, all those are up in my top favorite movies. But You've Got Mail is slightly better than the rest, and that's why it's my favorite. So on to our next point. The Killers are my favorite band for many reasons. This was the first band that I started listening to when I first was introduced to the radio and listening to music and having your iPod with you. So they will always have a special place in my heart. I was able to see them in Chicago at Lollapalooza, which was a great experience. It was one of my dreams come true, and it just filled me with so much joy, and I loved it so much. The Killers are an alternative indie rock band, so it's not necessarily something everyone knows about. It's more of the type of music that kind of like the hipsters listen to, even though I'm not a hipster, but they're still really good, so I highly suggest you taking a listen to them. So on to the last point, cheeseburgers are my all-time favorite food. I don't care if I'm at a bar and grill, or if I'm having a cookout on the deck in the summer, or if I'm at one of my favorite restaurants, In-N-Out, as we've seen in my California speech. I like them a variety of ways. Just the plain ketchup, lettuce, tomato is always great. I also always love a Southwest burger, which is usually barbecue sauce, pepper jack cheese, bacon. So basically any way you make it, I will definitely eat it. I always think of when I worked at Renza, when we made burgers, we would always say K-Mop, which is ketchup, mustard, onion, pickle, which is kind of the universal original cheeseburger. So with all those things together, you finally have the resolution to some of those questions that everyone asks you. So if you're in a situation like I am and everyone's always asking you, what are your favorite 3 movies or favorite 3 foods, you can give them an easy answer that your favorite movie is You've Got Mail in my case, or give them your favorite band, which was The Killers, or lastly, what's your favorite food? Just give them your top favorite food, which for me was a cheeseburger. Thank you.